The first Soviet supersonic bomber was built by the Tupolev Design Bureau. It had more modest characteristics than M50. Its subsonic range was 5,800 kilometers, while supersonic range was 2,700 kilometers. This was already enough to carry a nuclear bomb to Europe. Initially, it was supposed to be based on Tu-16. However, drastically changed flight parameters gave the aircraft a completely new outlook. Two engines were put under the fuselage. The supersonic image was recognized by a thin, highly swept wing, long squeezed fuselage, and an all-movable tail. Its prototype was called the 105 aircraft. The aircraft was ready for flights in summer 1958. Like all new aircrafts, the 105 required long adjustment. A year later, 105A was issued, which accounted for the deficiencies of the previous machine. Finally, this particular aircraft became the prototype of the Tu-22 bomber, which was passed for service in the long-range aviation.
Здравствуйте, товарищи гвардейцы! Вольно!
For its specifically thin fuselage, Tu-22 was nicknamed Owl.
18 октября, московское время 16 часов. Я Протон, начало полетов.
Air units met the bomber cautiously. At supersonic speed, the aircraft was sometimes hard to control due to imperfect engine's location. Pilots were not happy with the high landing speed. The highly swept wing provides for the supersonic speed but does not allow to fly slow. This, by the way, made the in-flight refueling difficult. Downward ejection system did not give chances to survive at takeoff and landing. There were cases when crews refused to fly Tu-22. Despite the deficiencies, the bomber occupied its place in the Soviet Air Force. Several modifications were built on its base: a reconnaissance plane, a jammer, a trainer, and a missile carrier. The latter carried Kh-22 missile. As compared to other missiles, it was smaller, lighter, and faster. Its precision was up to 90%. It was already a full-fledged cruise missile.